third down, Mayfield. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Here we go. 58, ready?
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but
and nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Out right here to Herndon. Give him 2 yards on that play. And it's a 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. You tighten up.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, the guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Williams brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Point it right.
They go play action. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
You draw corporate. Alert, 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 alert.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
We will have 2 weeks in the books once this one wraps up. More football coming your way, though, Thursday night. We start week 3 with a good one in the AFC South. Titans and Jags from Jacksonville. Kickoff for that one, 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 on the West Coast. And since we should have Marcus Mariota involved, 2:20 for our friends in Hawaii. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A give to Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. To try again after the sack. Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. And have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Mayfield now. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
and you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And Darnold, he lost the football. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.